We've come up to the Manx Telecom headquarters site. This is the Greenhill site, in fact. People remember it years ago. It used to have, I think, lots of vehicles in this section. Now, a £10 million expansion is underway. Mike D from Manx Telecom, this is a serious bit of kit you're going to be putting into this building.
Yeah, this is a big commitment from us into our second dedicated hosting centre. It's, as I think Chief Minister mentioned earlier, it's something we've been considering for a while. Getting the timing right, and it's a vote of confidence, I think, in the island, and our ability to attract new business, e-gaming, and a wider spread of business into this sector. And so it's a big moment for us.
Well, this is the man who brought e-gaming apparently to the Isle of Man. So
absolutely,
it's worked out well, hasn't it?
It's been a huge success story for the island. E-gaming itself is now contributing about 8% of our GDP. It employs over 800 people, and it generates about £20 million a year in tax for government. So it's been a huge success story. But that success would not have taken place without the investment that's taken place in the telecommunications infrastructure on the island over the last few years. And although we are seeing a new investment of £10 million today, this is a culmination of some £120 million investment over the last 10 years by Manx Telecom. And without that commitment, without that faith in the economy and the future of the island, we would not have been able to grow the e-gaming business the way it is.
Why do you need 3 sites, though? Because, I mean, this will be the 3rd one. Is it not sensible to have everything together, or is this all about backups and things like that?
Yeah, I think that's, people, if we can offer on our island disaster recovery by splitting through 2 sites. The second site has got physical constraints in terms of expanding on that site. Our first site was actually back in Douglas Dalton Street Exchange, where I think even about 25 years ago we were hosting Reuters. So hosting something we've been in for a long time without actually people realising, and this is natural expansion, and better utilising our facilities is what we're doing here, and I think it's something government are looking at. It's looking at the scope of your business and how you maximise the use of your facilities you have, and that's what we're doing in this facility.
And while I've been talking, we've been running some very old pictures of Manx Telecom from the old logo days, and it has 30 years now, isn't it?
Did I have hair then?
But I mean, 30 odd years?
30 years. I started, I think October would be my 30 years. Wow. Back in the early days, which again was a great initiative by the Isle of Man government in terms of recognising they wanted their own local company. They insisted whoever got the licence, it was when privatisation licence was going in the UK, had to be an island-based company and employ people. So I was part of the party that spent 6 months in the Adelphi travelling back every weekend, which was an experience.
You mentioned the sort of symmetry we're going to have here with the MEA, of course, because this whole thing is going to use a lot of power. You were very pleased with that sort of part of it as well, aren't you?
Yes, obviously the MEA has its own problems at the moment, and anything we can do to stimulate new business for the MEA has got to be good. Yeah. That helps us very much on that front, but we also, of course, still have the fibre optic cable, which has not been fully lit yet, and we need to explore all options now to sweat the assets that the Isle of Man government has to make sure it contributes as much as it can to the economy. And bringing these various aspects and Manx Telecom together is a very good news story for the Isle of Man at a time when we need to build confidence and expand the economy.